Have you ever wondered why your legs seem to be getting weaker even though you still eat healthy and try to stay active every day? Why climbing stairs feels heavier than before? Or why standing up from a chair, something that used to be so simple, now takes a little more effort? Is it just a sign of aging? Or could there be a silent reason quietly affecting your body? According to the Arthritis Foundation, issues related to muscles and joints are not solely caused by natural aging. In fact, many cases originate from things that are often considered healthy but may not be suitable for the elderly. Among them, some types of fruit, even though they are promoted as natural and nutritious, can actually have a serious impact on leg strength, making it harder to walk over time. In today's video, we will explore 7 types of fruit that people over the age of 60 should consider avoiding if they want to keep their legs strong, flexible, and free from persistent discomfort. Stay with us until the end of the video, as we will also reveal alternative fruits that are not only safe but also naturally support joint and bone health. Pineapple, a sweet tropical fruit, has long been viewed as a symbol of freshness and a natural anti-inflammatory due to the bromelain it contains. However, for those over the age of 60, pineapple can be a hidden threat to leg health that few people realize. As the body ages, the small blood vessels that nourish the legs and joints weaken, and the elasticity of the blood vessels significantly decreases. This makes them more vulnerable to sudden changes in blood sugar levels or acidity. In every 100 grams of ripe pineapple, there are about 10 grams of natural sugar, along with a fairly high level of acid, when pineapple is consumed, especially on an empty stomach. This sugar quickly raises blood glucose levels. For older adults, such spikes in blood sugar can reduce microcirculation, lower oxygen delivery to muscles and joints, and lead to leg fatigue, dull calf pain, or knee stiffness after even light activity. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, people over the age of 60 with fluctuating blood sugar levels are twice as likely to experience physical weakness compared to those with more stable levels. Moreover, the acidity in pineapple can worsen arthritis symptoms, especially in people with a history of rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, or chronic knee pain. Bromelain, although beneficial in small amounts, can strongly interact with blood thinners, a medication that many older people take daily to prevent stroke or blood clots. Many people do not feel any discomfort right after eating pineapple, and it is this silence that makes it dangerous. Pineapple may not hurt you immediately, but over time, as you begin to notice that you cannot stand for long, walk comfortably, or feel your legs getting heavy and sore even after small tasks, the damage may have already started to build up. That is why you should be cautious if you regularly eat pineapple, but notice that your legs are becoming weaker day by day. If you once believed pineapple was your anti-inflammatory friend, now might be the time to reconsider. Try cutting out pineapple for a few weeks and observe how your legs feel. You may be surprised by the change. And if a fruit like pineapple, often praised for its anti-inflammatory effects, can cause such harm to an aging body, then another familiar fruit, often eaten to boost potassium for muscle strength, could also be silently weakening your legs. Let's move on to the second fruit, the banana. Bananas are one of the most common fruits in daily diets, especially for older adults due to their softness, easy digestion, and gentle sweetness. Many people believe that bananas, being rich in potassium, can help prevent cramps and strengthen muscles. This is true, but only when the body's metabolism and endocrine system are still working efficiently. As in younger people, after the age of 60, the body begins to respond differently to what it once easily accepted. In 100 grams of ripe banana, there are about 23 grams of carbohydrates, most of which are natural sugars such as fructose, glucose, and sucrose. When consumed, these sugars are absorbed quickly and can significantly raise blood sugar levels. In older adults, the pancreas works more slowly, causing insulin to be released inadequately or not respond as effectively as before. As a result, blood sugar rises quickly and then drops suddenly. This can lead to fatigue, heavy legs, dull calf pain, and even nighttime cramps. A study published by Tufts University in the United States found that among people aged 65 and older, consuming high glycemic index foods, like ripe bananas, was associated with reduced walking speed and lower limb muscle strength. The reason is that these erratic spikes and drops in blood sugar weaken the microcirculatory system that feeds the muscles, directly affecting physical mobility. In addition, bananas have a mild water retention effect, especially in people with cardiovascular problems or those taking diuretics. This can lead to mild swelling in the ankles and feet, causing joint stiffness in the morning. If you've ever felt your legs become unusually heavy or swollen after eating bananas, your body may be reacting to the carbohydrates and potassium in an unbalanced way. Many seniors eat bananas before bed to prevent cramps or aid digestion. However, if bananas are eaten too close to bedtime, the sudden rise in blood sugar can disrupt sleep, cause frequent night waking, and lead to cold or numb legs the following morning. Of course, this does not mean you must completely give up bananas, but be mindful if you eat them regularly and also frequently experience leg pain, ankle swelling, or a general sense of leg weakness. Reducing how often you eat bananas and switching to fruits that are lower in sugar and higher in fiber may be a smarter choice. And if a soft, sweet, potassium-rich fruit like the banana can reduce your leg flexibility, then a tiny fruit, often served in desserts or mixed fruit bowls, might also be quietly contributing to joint inflammation and pain, even though it is commonly praised as good for the heart. Let's continue with the third fruit, grapes. Grapes are often seen as a symbol of freshness, convenience, and heart health due to their high antioxidant content, particularly resveratrol. They are sweet, small, easy to eat, and appear in most fruit plates after meals. However, behind the image of a healthy fruit, grapes carry hidden risks for older adults, especially for the bones, muscles, and lower limb circulation. Just 100 grams of grapes contain about 15 to 18 grams of fructose, a type of sugar that the aging body no longer processes as effectively as before. When fructose enters the liver, it is converted directly into fat and uric acid if not fully used, and uric acid is a major cause of joint pain and swelling in areas like the toes, knees, or ankles, often mistaken as just old age pain. The Journal of Nutrition once published that high fructose intake is linked to increased signs of arthritis, especially in older adults with underlying gout or metabolic issues. Many seniors have shared that they felt tingling in the legs, ankle pain, or stiff knees after eating too many fresh grapes or drinking concentrated grape juice. Another issue is that grapes are very easy to overeat because of their small size, cooling sensation, and pleasant flavor. Many people do not stop at just a few, but might eat an entire bowl, which equals over 30 grams of sugar. This amount of sugar quickly increases pressure on the small blood vessels that nourish the legs, causing dull leg pain, mild calf swelling, or nighttime cramps. Repeated uric acid spikes can also damage connective tissues, leading to inflamed knees and swollen or warm joints. In addition, the sugar in grapes affects insulin balance. Over time, this reduces the sensitivity of leg muscles to nerve signals. As a result, you might find your legs responding slowly, feeling weak when climbing stairs, or becoming more prone to missteps and imbalance. The important point is that most older adults do not associate these symptoms with this tiny, seemingly harmless fruit. They often assume it is just the weather or normal for my age without realizing that simply reducing grape intake could significantly ease pain and leg weakness. If you've recently noticed your legs often feel stiff in the morning or a burning sensation in your toes when walking, Try removing grapes from your diet for 10 days and observe the changes. You may be surprised by what happens, and if a mildly sweet fruit like grapes can clearly affect joints and circulation, then another fruit that is 90% water, often thought of as a perfect summer refreshment, might be even more deceptive in its appearance of safety. Let's move on to the fourth fruit, watermelon. Watermelon has long been associated with a cooling, refreshing sensation and is often seen as a savior on hot days, with nearly 92% water content. Watermelon is considered a perfect choice for hydration and natural vitamin intake, but for people over 60, watermelon is not as harmless as it appears. In fact, this fruit may be one of the silent causes of leg fatigue, ankle swelling, and lower limb circulation problems. What many do not expect is that watermelon has a very high glycemic index, reaching about 72. This means that when you eat watermelon, your blood sugar rises very quickly. Almost like eating a piece of cake, 100 grams of watermelon provides about 6 to 7 grams of sugar. And if you eat a few large slices, you may consume 25 to 30 grams of sugar within just a few minutes. For older adults, the pancreas and insulin regulation functions are no longer as responsive, so the body reacts more slowly to sudden sugar spikes. As a result, the blood becomes thicker and circulation weakens, especially in the lower limbs, the calves, ankles, and knees are the areas most clearly affected. You may feel a dull, heavy sensation in your legs right after a meal with watermelon, or tightness around the ankles after sitting for a while. According to a report by the National Institute of Nutrition in the United States, older adults who regularly consume high glycemic index fruits are 30% more likely to experience lower limb circulation problems than those who eat low GI foods. Besides affecting blood sugar, watermelon also influences neuromuscular function by triggering mild inflammatory responses, especially when eaten on an empty stomach or after physical activity. Some people have described that after eating a lot of watermelon at lunch, they feel physically drained in the afternoon, unwilling to move, or experience mild nighttime cramps. Another overlooked point is that watermelon is very easy to overconsume because it is soft, easy to eat, and seems to be mostly water. Many people do not control how much they eat, leading to excessive intake, continuously loading the body with large amounts of sugar without accompanying fiber increases insulin resistance, gradually weakening leg muscles over time without obvious warning signs. If you often feel tired legs after a light meal or notice unexplained ankle swelling, try cutting out watermelon for a few days. Especially during summer when this fruit appears frequently, you might discover something that has been overlooked for a long time. And if a fruit that seems to be just water, like watermelon, can cause such effects, then fruits that are clearly acidic, often praised for boosting immunity, deserve even more careful attention. Let's move on to the fifth fruit, orange. Orange is one of the most common fruits in daily diets, especially among older adults, with its high vitamin C content. Orange is often seen as a savior of the immune system, helping prevent colds, boost resistance, and support healing. Many people drink orange juice in the morning as a healthy habit and consider it a positive way to start the day. But for those over 60, this bright and refreshing fruit may bring subtle effects that are not easily recognized. In 100 grams of fresh orange, there are about 9 grams of sugar along with a relatively high amount of citric acid. The problem lies in this acid. As you age, the stomach lining and the tissues around joints become much more sensitive. Citric acid in oranges can irritate the connective tissues around the joints, making areas with mild swelling or inflammation more painful, especially in the knees, ankles, and hip region. You may feel mild stiffness in the morning or a dull ache in the knees after sitting for a long time, symptoms often dismissed as just the weather. In addition, although the natural sugar in oranges is not as high as in watermelon or grapes, it is quickly absorbed and can rapidly affect blood sugar levels. especially when consumed in juice form, according to a study by Harvard Health Publishing. Older adults who regularly drink orange juice have a higher risk of increased CRP levels, a marker of inflammation, contributing to worsening arthritis, ligament pain, and mild leg swelling. Many seniors start their day with a glass of orange juice, hoping to boost energy, but if you then feel soreness around the hips, a mild warmth in the knees, or dull pain in the ankles while moving, you may be reacting to the acid in the orange rather than experiencing normal aging. Another factor to consider is that oranges can cause blood sugar fluctuations if consumed without fiber. This often happens when drinking orange juice or eating oranges after a starchy meal, when blood sugar fluctuates. The small blood vessels in the legs, already weakened with age, are placed under stress, leading to aches, muscle tension, or even nighttime cramps. Oranges are not a bad fruit, but they are a perfect example of the idea that something good is not always good for everyone, especially when your body is changing. If you consume oranges daily, particularly in juice form, try pausing for a short time and observe your body's reaction. You may find that your mild backaches, knee soreness, or tingling in your legs decrease more than expected. And if a fruit that is celebrated for its vitamin C content could be a reason your legs feel tired, then what about fruits that seem safe like green apples, crunchy, less sweet, and seemingly very healthy? The answer may surprise many. Let's continue with the sixth fruit, green apple. Green apples are often considered one of the safest fruits, especially for those trying to control blood sugar or maintain a healthy weight, with their light sourness, crisp texture, and lower sugar content compared to red apples. Green apples are often included in weight loss menus or eaten as a light snack in the evening, but because of this seemingly harmless appearance, many older adults overlook the effects it may have, particularly on legs that are gradually losing strength. The first thing to note is that green apples contain a natural acid called malic acid. This acid gives the apple its distinct tart flavor and is one of the organic acids that can mildly irritate soft tissues, including those surrounding joints. As we age, the natural protective layer around joints becomes thinner and less flexible. Malic acid, once absorbed into the bloodstream, can make already inflamed joints more sensitive, leading to dull pain in the knees, hips, or ankles. Some people even describe a sensation of heavy calves, stiff joints, or numbness in the thighs after eating green apples. On top of that, even though green apples are considered less sweet, they still contain about 10 grams of sugar per 100 grams for younger individuals. This is minimal, but for older adults whose metabolism and insulin regulation are no longer as efficient, eating green apples, especially a large one or late in the evening, can cause slight fluctuations in blood sugar. This can result in nighttime cramps, muscle tension, or soreness upon waking in the morning. It is also worth noting that eating raw green apples as a nighttime snack, something that seems healthy, can leave you feeling fatigued the next morning without knowing why. Eating apples on an empty stomach can increase stomach acid, possibly irritating the lining or causing bloating, which indirectly affects the neuromuscular system. Some people have shared that after eating green apples nightly, they felt noticeable leg weakness and had difficulty moving first thing in the morning. A small study from McMaster University in Canada found that older adults who consumed acidic fruits regularly for 4 weeks experienced increased symptoms of mild arthritis in the lower limbs, along with dull pain or reduced motor response, although not immediately harmful. Green apples can slowly reduce leg flexibility if eaten too frequently. If you love apples, that is perfectly fine, but consider switching to red apples or fruits that are more alkaline and less acidic. Alternatively, you can pair green apples with healthy fats like nut butter to lessen the acid's impact on the stomach and joints. This simple change can make your legs feel more comfortable, especially in the morning. And if a light fruit like the green apple can affect joints and muscles, Imagine what could happen when eating a fruit that is extremely sweet and rich in sugar like mango. This so-called queen of summer fruits may be harming your joints without you even knowing it. Let's continue with the 7th fruit, mango. Mango is a fruit loved by many, especially during the summer. Its rich sweetness, smooth texture, and distinctive aroma make mango an appealing dessert for both the young and the elderly. Many people believe that mango is a natural and nutritious fruit that provides energy and supports digestion. However, for those over the age of 60, mango is one of the fruits most likely to harm the musculoskeletal system, particularly the joints, muscles, and peripheral nerves in the legs. In 100 grams of ripe mango, there are about 14 to 16 grams of sugar, mostly sucrose and fructose. This is a very high amount of sugar compared to other fruits. When an older adult eats a medium-sized mango, about 200 to 250 grams, the body must process 30 to 40 grams of sugar in one sitting, equivalent to more than 2 tablespoons of refined sugar. This causes a sudden spike in blood sugar, forcing the body to release insulin rapidly. But in older adults, insulin regulation is slower and less effective, leading to what's known as blood sugar peaks and crashes. This can result in fatigue, poor circulation, and a feeling of leg weakness after meals. More importantly, the high sugar content in mango can trigger widespread inflammation in people who already have arthritis, joint degeneration, or connective tissue problems. When blood sugar rises, immune cells respond by releasing cytokines, inflammatory chemicals that increase irritation in the joints and muscles. As a result, those who eat mango may feel tingling in their toes, numbness in the calves, or even a burning sensation in the ankles a few hours later. Another issue is that mango is easy to overconsume because of its sweet and pleasant taste. Many people do not realize they have eaten an entire large mango, which accounts for nearly 1/3 of the daily recommended sugar intake, according to the National Institutes of Health in the United States. People aged 60 and older should limit natural sugar intake from fruit, especially those with a history of joint pain or underlying diabetes. Mango also has a medium to high glycemic index, so even when eaten just ripe, it can still quickly raise blood sugar levels in older adults. This weakens the small blood vessels in the legs and feet, reducing the supply of nutrients to the muscles. The early signs are often fatigue when walking short distances, a hollow feeling in the legs when climbing stairs, or loss of balance when standing up suddenly. Many people have shared that they experienced mild leg swelling and knee pain after eating mango several days in a row, but they never suspected this digestive-friendly fruit could be the cause. This is especially dangerous for those with peripheral nerve issues such as numbness, burning feet, or previous diabetic complications in the lower limbs. Mango remains a wonderful gift from nature, but with an aging body, even natural things should be consumed in moderation. If you are dealing with weak legs, difficulty climbing stairs, or frequent joint pain after sweet meals, try reducing the amount of mango in your diet. Just one small change can make your legs feel lighter and more stable. Now, you have discovered the 7 fruits that may seem harmless but can quietly affect joint health, muscle strength, and leg mobility in people over 60. But do not worry, this is not the end of the story, because alongside the fruits to avoid, there are others that offer the opposite benefits, reducing inflammation, boosting circulation, and helping you walk more confidently each day. If you have followed this far, I truly believe that you care about your own health, and that is something worth appreciating. Knee pain, the feeling of weak legs when standing up, or lingering cramps in the middle of the night are not just signs of aging. Sometimes they are quiet reminders from your body that it is time to change, starting with the smallest things. You do not need to begin with a strict diet or give up all your favorite foods. You just need to observe a little more. Choose berries instead of grapes. Try a bit of papaya instead of ripe mango, or simply add half an avocado to your breakfast instead of a glass of orange juice. These changes are not grand, but they can make a clear difference for your joints, bones, and ability to move each day. Just a few weeks of these adjustments, and you may start to feel a real change. Less stiffness when you wake up, lighter steps, and afternoons without that exhausting heaviness that once made you lie down and rest. These changes are signs that your body is being heard and cared for in the right way, not through medication, but through patience and understanding each day. Caring for your health in older age does not need to begin with a revolution. It only takes a small decision, and tomorrow, you repeat it. Then the day after that, in doing so, you are slowly rebuilding your freedom in each and every step you take. If something in this video made you stop and think today, please do not keep it to yourself. Share it with your loved ones, friends, or simply leave a comment below. You are inspiring others and also giving yourself more motivation. I wish you continued health, peace, and the strength to stay steady on your feet as you move through life fully. If you found today's message helpful, do not forget to click like and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss the upcoming videos. Turn on the notification bell so you and I can continue discovering new, gentle yet effective solutions for healthy aging. Which fruits from today's list are part of your routine? Share with me in the comments. I'm always here to listen to your health journey. See you again in the next video. After exploring the 7 fruits that may silently affect leg health in older adults, you might now be wondering, so what should I eat to satisfy my sweet tooth while still supporting joint and muscle health? The answer is clear. There are fruits that not only do no harm, but actually help restore and support the knees, joints, and your ability to move. Let us start with the first group, small but powerful berries. Fruits like blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries all belong to the berry family. They are well known for being rich in antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, compounds that help reduce inflammation and improve peripheral circulation. In just 100 grams of blueberries, there are only about 10 grams of natural sugar, far lower than grapes or mangoes, but they provide up to 9 milligrams of vitamin C, along with flavonoids and resveratrol that help soothe inflammation in the joints. A study from Harvard University showed that people who consumed berries at least 3 times per week had up to a 25% lower risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis compared to those who did not. The antioxidants in berries not only protect the small blood vessels in the legs, but also support collagen production, helping cartilage and ligaments retain their elasticity. This reduces stiffness and makes walking feel easier and more natural. The best part about these fruits is that they do not cause sudden blood sugar spikes, making them ideal for older adults with prediabetes or declining insulin sensitivity. Berries also help improve peripheral circulation, which can reduce numbness in the toes and ease the tingling sensation after sitting for a long time. Berries are also very versatile. You can eat them directly as a dessert, add them to plain yogurt, or blend them with chia seeds into a morning smoothie. Just a small handful, about 1/3 of a cup per day, is enough to make a noticeable difference in your joint and muscle health. And if berries help reduce inflammation and improve circulation, another deep red fruit, cherries, offer a very special benefit. They can help lower uric acid, which is the main cause of sharp joint pain and unexpected gout attacks. Let us continue with the next fruit, cherries. Cherries are not only a delicious fruit, but also a natural remedy that helps reduce inflammation and protect the joints of older adults, especially for those who suffer from joint pain, gout, or morning stiffness. Even a small amount of cherries each week can make a significant difference. This is not just a personal impression. It has been confirmed by several scientific studies. In 100 grams of cherries, there are about 12 to 14 grams of sugar. While this is not considered low, cherries are rich in anthocyanins, powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that inhibit the enzymes responsible for producing uric acid in the body. Uric acid is the main culprit behind gout, which often shows up as sharp pain in the big toe, ankle, or knee, especially at night or early in the morning. According to a study from Boston University published in the journal Arthritis and Rheumatology, people who consumed fresh cherries or cherry extract for at least 3 days a week reduced their risk of recurrent gout attacks by up to 35%. Cherries act as a natural regulator, helping to cool inflamed joints while also promoting the elimination of excess uric acid through urine. Moreover, cherries contain natural melatonin, which helps improve sleep quality, something especially important for older adults, particularly those frequently awakened at night by joint pain or cramps. Getting enough deep sleep allows the body to regenerate joint tissues better and reduces the discomfort felt the next morning. However, cherries must be consumed properly to deliver benefits without causing side effects. You should eat only about 8 to 12 cherries at a time, roughly a small handful, and avoid eating them on an empty stomach or right before bed. It is also best to avoid cherry syrup or jam, as the added sugar and preservatives may cancel out the natural anti-inflammatory effects. A gentle suggestion is to add a few fresh cherries to a bowl of oatmeal in the morning, or enjoy them as a light dessert after lunch, in moderate amounts. Cherries can help you walk more comfortably, reduce foot numbness, and most importantly, lower the frequency of those persistent aches you may have assumed were just part of aging. And while cherries help cool and protect the joints from the inside, another fruit, not usually classified as a sweet fruit, contains valuable plant fats that help lubricate joints, increase cartilage flexibility, and stabilize blood sugar. That fruit is the avocado. Avocado is well known for its smooth texture, mild creamy flavor, and ability to keep you feeling full. But for people over 60, avocado is more than just a tasty food. It is a natural source of nutrients that support joint health, stabilize blood sugar, and protect muscles from aging. What makes avocado truly special is its fat content. In 100 grams of avocado, there are about 15 grams of monounsaturated fats, primarily oleic acid, which is the same healthy fat found in olive oil. This type of fat helps reduce inflammation in the tissues surrounding the joints, increases joint lubrication and flexibility, and also protects the motor nervous system for older adults. This is a key factor in walking with confidence and experiencing less leg discomfort. Avocado is also rich in vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps slow down cartilage degeneration and prevents collagen breakdown in joints. When your joints are protected, you may notice reduced knee pain, more ease when climbing stairs, and less ankle swelling after standing for a long time. Another major benefit is that avocado barely raises blood sugar. In 100 grams of avocado, there is only about 1 gram of sugar, much lower than nearly any other fruit. This helps maintain stable insulin levels, which is especially important for older adults at risk of diabetes or those experiencing muscle weakness due to metabolic imbalances. Avocado also provides potassium, magnesium, and a small amount of vitamin K, minerals that play a key role in maintaining bone density and reducing nighttime muscle cramps. The potassium in avocado helps regulate blood pressure, which improves circulation to the lower limbs, a critical factor in reducing numbness or cold feet in the morning. You can use avocado in a variety of meals. Spread it on whole grain bread, mix it into salads, or simply eat half an avocado with a pinch of salt and a drizzle of olive oil as a light snack. It is best to avoid mixing avocado with sugary foods or pastries, as that can cancel out the metabolic benefits. With its smooth, cooling taste and rich nutrition, avocado acts like a natural joint lubricant, especially for those who often experience hip pain, knee stiffness, or tight ankles. Just half an avocado per day can be a gentle but effective first step toward better flexibility and greater freedom in each step you take. And while avocado adds smoothness and support to your joints, another tropical fruit, soft, mildly sweet, and easy to digest, helps reduce internal inflammation and supports healthy digestion. That fruit is papaya. a gentle friend for both the stomach and the legs. Papaya is a familiar tropical fruit, known for its gentle sweetness, soft texture, and easy digestion. But what makes papaya especially beneficial for people over 60 is not just its pleasant taste, but its natural ability to support digestion and reduce inflammation, two factors that directly influence joint and muscle health. Though often overlooked, in 100 grams of ripe papaya, there are only about 7 grams of sugar, along with a high amount of fiber and papain, a natural digestive enzyme that helps break down protein and reduces the burden on the stomach and intestines. When digestion is well supported, the body can absorb more nutrients, which improves cartilage repair and reduces dull pain in joints, especially after eating or light movement. A study from the University of Vienna found that papaya not only benefits digestion, but also has mild systemic anti-inflammatory effects. It can help calm inflammation in tissues around the knees, ankles, and feet. This explains why many older adults feel lighter in the legs, more comfortable in the stomach, and experience less joint pain when papaya is added to their daily diet. In addition, papaya is a good source of vitamin C, vitamin A, and natural flavonoids, nutrients that help protect cell membranes and support collagen production, which is important for maintaining the elasticity of cartilage and ligaments. As a result, joints become less stiff in the morning, reduce creaking sounds during movement, and allow you to walk more naturally each day. Another big advantage is that papaya is very easy to eat and suitable for those with weak digestive systems. You can enjoy ripe papaya in the morning or afternoon. Mix it with plain yogurt, or serve it as a gentle dessert after dinner. Just 100 to 150 grams a day is enough to provide the enzymes and vitamins you need, without raising blood sugar or causing fluid retention like some sweeter fruits. If you are experiencing bloating, indigestion, mild back pain after meals, or leg fatigue after standing for long periods, papaya could be the ideal fruit to help your body reset from within. Think of papaya as a gentle companion that helps your body heal and refresh every day. And when it comes to fruits that support digestion, circulation, and joint function effectively, we must not forget one that is often overlooked: the pear, with its sweet and cooling taste, high water content, low sugar, and fiber richness. The pear acts as a soft balancing point for older adults who want stable energy without putting stress on their legs. The pear is a fruit with a cool, refreshing flavor, soft and crisp texture, mild sweetness, and is very easy to eat. For older adults, pears are not only a gentle dessert, but also a source of steady energy that helps maintain leg flexibility and reduce the risk of low-grade joint inflammation. What makes pears special is that they do this without sharply increasing blood sugar, triggering inflammation, or stressing the digestive system like many other fruits. In 100 grams of pear, there are only about 9 to 10 grams of natural sugar, combined with soluble fiber called pectin, a substance that slows down sugar absorption into the bloodstream, helping maintain long-lasting energy. This is especially important for older adults, where blood sugar fluctuations after meals are often the hidden cause of fatigue, leg weakness, and mild joint pain that go unnoticed. Pears also contain vitamin C, vitamin K, and potassium, which support blood circulation to the lower limbs. This helps reduce cold feet, nighttime cramps, or mild numbness after sitting for long periods. A study by the American Institute of Nutrition found that consuming high water content fruits like pears daily improves the elasticity of small blood vessels, increases mobility in people over 65, and reduces ankle swelling or mild puffiness after standing too long. Another big plus is that pears are very gut-friendly. They do not cause bloating or irritate the stomach like oranges or green apples. Pears help soothe the digestive tract and support nutrient absorption such as magnesium, zinc, and B vitamins, all of which are important for maintaining muscle strength and controlling muscle contractions. You can enjoy pears as a dessert after main meals. Blend them with leafy greens into juice, or pair them with plain yogurt to boost gut-friendly bacteria. Just half a pear in the morning or afternoon can offer a refreshing and balanced source of energy for your body. Pears are not flashy, overly sweet, or as eye-catching as mangoes or watermelons, but it is exactly that gentleness that makes them the perfect match for a body that needs gentle care, especially when you want to walk each day without feeling heavy legs, painful joints, or unexplained fatigue. And now, you have a full list of fruits to avoid for joint protection, and fruits to prioritize to support movement, reduce inflammation, and nourish the strength of your legs. But the journey does not end here. The most important part is, where will you begin? If you have followed this far, I truly believe that you care about your own health, and that is something worth appreciating. Knee pain, the feeling of weak legs when standing up, or lingering cramps in the middle of the night are not just signs of aging. Sometimes they are quiet reminders from your body that it is time to change, starting with the smallest things. You do not need to begin with a strict diet or give up all your favorite foods. You just need to observe a little more. Choose berries instead of grapes. Try a bit of papaya instead of ripe mango, or simply add half an avocado to your breakfast instead of a glass of orange juice. These changes are not grand, but they can make a clear difference for your joints, bones, and ability to move each day. Just a few weeks of these adjustments, and you may start to feel a real change. Less stiffness when you wake up, lighter steps, and afternoons without that exhausting heaviness that once made you lie down and rest. These changes are signs that your body is being heard and cared for in the right way, not through medication, but through patience and understanding each day. Caring for your health in older age does not need to begin with a revolution. It only takes a small decision, and tomorrow, you repeat it. Then the day after that, in doing so, you are slowly rebuilding your freedom in each and every step you take. If something in this video made you stop and think today, please do not keep it to yourself. Share it with your loved ones, friends, or simply leave a comment below. You are inspiring others and also giving yourself more motivation. I wish you continued health, peace, and the strength to stay steady on your feet as you move through life fully. If you found today's message helpful, do not forget to click like and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss the upcoming videos. Turn on the notification bell so you and I can continue discovering new, gentle yet effective solutions for healthy aging. Which fruits from today's list are part of your routine? Share with me in the comments. I'm always here to listen to your health journey. See you again in the next video.